The month of the mythical is in full swing, and today we have another monster that's going to be joining the roster inside of this month. So over in our teaser that we've received today, we've seen Rare Mammoth having a doozy, but then to the side we see a monster opening up their eyes, and it startles Mammoth to death, and I feel you, Rare Mammoth, as I'd be scared too. Now inside of this teaser, of course, we have Rare Mammoth to show here, so perhaps that could be hinting towards what is going on here. If we go back to the Sanctum trailer, all the way back when Magical Sanctum was first revealed, Floot Fly was spotted in this exact same decoration, taking a bath inside of here with their mask off, having a lovely blissful day, and I think this does tease towards what we can expect on here. And if we look at the teaser once again, you can see that this is set on Fairy Island, so I have pretty much no doubt inside of my mind that this is going to be Rare Floot Fly, which is so exciting, as going back to us Rare Magical Single Elementals is going to be a really momentous occasion, and we just had Rare 2 last, so going back to the Single Elementals again definitely makes a lot of sense in this teaser that we've got today. If we have a look at this teaser too and compare the two eyes that we have here, you can see that they are an identical match to Floot Fly's eyes, and obviously with the month of the mythical being in full swing, this is the next teaser towards what new monster is going to be arriving tomorrow. I do have quite a few theories towards Rare Floot Fly. This isn't necessarily a typical Rare where there's not really much to go off here. We've seen as though Floot Fly has so much history behind it, there's a lot to theorize here. Now, first of all, I want to go back to the I'm green remark. All the way back in the day, as you guys know, for Floot Fly when they weren't released, and they were originally going to be the Earth Island Quad, as back in the day, that's what the concept of Floot Fly was supposed to be, with this concept that's on the screen right now. Back in the day, the bio was I'm green. So I think they might tie back to that remark once again and replicate it in its rare form. I think this is a very likely thing for them to do. They love going back to history and lore points like this, and it would be a really cool tie-in. So therefore I do think that this monster is going to be green. And I think as well, if we take a look at Floot Fly's bio, it might offer us a bit more insight into what we can expect tomorrow too. Over in the bio it says the best chance to catch this monster unmasked is during its nightly skinny dip in a tinkling freshet. If we take a look back at the teaser though, you can see that Floot Fly is in the pool. As seen when Floot Fly took off their mask inside of the Sanctum trailer, Floot Flies take off their masks apparently inside of this decoration, so therefore with this bass string bridge background being here in this decoration, I definitely think that Rare Floot Fly might have their mask off. There's a lot of hinting towards this inside of this. If you have a look inside of the cavern, you can see that it's only its eyes that are visible, which could be hinting towards this yet again, but just the fact that Floot Fly is inside of this decoration definitely seems to hint that this could be an unmasked Floot Fly. Now this arises a lot of questions, I do know guys, as Floot Fly does need an actual instrument to play, and its mask is essentially the instrument that it does play, so I do think that maybe with this rare form it could have that be a part of its body itself, seeing as though it's probably adapted towards not having that element to it what Floot Fly does have, so maybe that would be a really cool element that we might see inside of its design too. There's lots that they could do though, and that's just my theory brain going into full gear, but seeing as though Floot Fly has so much history, I feel like they've got to tap into at least one of those two things. There's lots that they can do. They could change the wings, and honestly they could even go into the mythological route and base it on a mythological creature. I think it should be a winged one that they should base it on. There's lots of different ones that they could base it on. I'm not sure of any though, to be honest, at the top of my head, but if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know down below. Rare Floot Fly is going to be our first Rare Magical 2 that's going to be debuting on its Elemental Island, but also the Magical Sanctum at the same time. We had Rare Pheromine, but that released before the Sanctum, so that one doesn't count. This is our first one, so this is super exciting. This is also our first Rare to mark its debut solely without the addition of another monster besides it. They have absolutely adored throwing new monsters out with rares and epics lately, so this is a drastic change, and I am in love with this so much. Getting to experience rares and epics solely by themselves just is a magical experience. I feel like it makes it as though the attention is solely on them, and I really like it when these kinds of releases happen, as it makes them really special. So I am especially excited for this one, and of course it's going to be releasing tomorrow. Definitely let me know down below what you think is going on inside of this teaser. Do you think it's Rare Floot Fly? And if you do, what do you think they're gonna look like? Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed down below too guys, and to subscribe as well. I'll see you tomorrow though for now guys, when we'll be checking out Rare Floot Fly. Bye guys!